it's a Tams and Be Young, Be Foolish, Be Happy.
Girls, stay happy.
On Massive 103.2, good afternoon, at 3:27. And no, it's not Stuart. Stuart was here, but he's had to pop out of the studio for a second. So you've got me, Ian Watkins, with you. And Stu will be back a little bit later on. And very shortly indeed, we're going to be speaking to Two to Go. Because they're going to be the newest arrivals on Mansfield 103.2. They're going to be presenting a show. And they're going to be revealing which show that will be this afternoon. And also talking about all kinds of things to do with what they've been up to. And also about their stint on the telly, because we can't, ignore that. Plus also, they're going to tell us something that nobody's ever heard before. How Two to Go got together. I believe they've been friends for eons and eons. So we're actually going to find out how the two formed the partnership that's taken them to big things over the past few years. So they are in the studio. You're in the studio, aren't you guys?
Yes, we are. I think we are. I'm here, but not in a spiritual sense.
Good. I hope so. Well, we're going to be talking questions and everything in a few moments' time, but before we start, Emma, are you excited about sort of being on Mansfield 103.2?
Very excited, yeah. It's something. It's a really big thing for us. It's it's not something we were probably expecting, but we're so pleased to be given the opportunity, and yeah, we're dead excited.
Pete, have you ever wanted to be a radio star?
It's not something that I think I probably did when I was younger, but it's not something that it's not one of my aspirations that I had, but since it's weird, since it's been mentioned and we've been working on everything to getting it all ready, it's sort of become really exciting. So I think it's just going to be another string to the bow, and obviously it'll be something else to sort of to say that we do, which is nice.
Yeah, and we're going to reveal when they're going to be on. They've already on your website. You go further than our website, I've noticed. On www.mansfield103.co.uk, we say they're coming soon. Nothing else. We're teasing, the listening public.
Did we give too much away?
Whereas you're going to be doing a show on this day. It's going to be a big show. So I don't know. You guys might be giving away more. So their website, by the way, if you want to find out before we go into the break and play a song, and then you find out, will be www.2togo.com. So visit the site, and it has all kinds of exciting things. And also talk about gerbils, I believe, on there.
Guinea pigs.
Guinea pigs. They're the same difference.
No, it's not. There'll be many gerbil owners out there saying no.
Quite bigger, and a lot bigger, and I don't think you get them to run around a wheel, or indeed anywhere.
Well, we're with Two to Go. Pete and Emma are in the studio this afternoon. Ian Watkins just filling in a few moments for Stuart Nicholson, who's had to sort of rush off, but he will be back, don't worry. With all the usual stuff very shortly indeed. On the way, music from Teddy Thompson. Everybody move it. Teddy Thompson was actually on Stu's show on Friday. You see, he's had the best guests in. And I know for a fact he was very upset he didn't get to speak to you guys. Oh. He was upset. He'll be back soon. Anyway, more music on after these.
Okay, so you're at work, boss on your back, having a bad morning. Give me a call or text Norm on the mid-morning show on Workforce.
Amy is 22 years old. She's a sales assistant from Sutton in Ashfield, Nottinghamshire. Why do you think you've got what it takes? I have no previous acting or modelling experience, but to get some would be great. It's got to be better than being a sales assistant. Amy will be on. This is in the Daily Star today. Amy will be on the breakfast show tomorrow with Andy. Andy's big breakfast show returns from 6 o'clock. Amy, I think, if I'm right in saying, is actually a finalist in the Make Me a Star competition. Gorgeous girls posing in the Daily Star today. So tune in to Andy's Big Breakfast tomorrow from 6 o'clock. I'm joined in the studio by the wonderful Two to Go. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. Whoa!
Hey! Having a party in here.
We are having a bit of a party. And in case you're wondering where Stuart is, Stuart had to pop off for a little bit. So he came upstairs and dragged me down to the studio to do a quick interview with Two to Go, Pete and Emma, of course. Pete, right, we're going to reveal this now. Apparently we've already revealed it.
Well, yes, it sort of got revealed inadvertently. But we are going to be presenting the breakfast show on Saturday from 7 till 10 every Saturday morning. And we're calling it, originally enough, Emma, would you like to tell them?
The Two to Go Saturday show.
Because it's the show with Two to Go in it on Saturday.
Well, it has a ring to it. Yeah.
It rhymes, basically. But yeah, that's what we're doing.
So make sure you're not in bed too late on Friday nights because you need to be up 7 o'clock sharp to hear us. Really.
Well, you need to be awake anyway.
Yes.
Conscious. We'll try and join you.
What can we expect? What can we expect from the big show?
All manner of fantastic stuff. We're going to be. On a regular sort of basis, we're going to be playing some tracks from our CD collection that are our favourites.
Nothing too obscure, but it's just stuff that you don't hear as often as perhaps you should.
Perhaps you've got an album.
You're bringing in some 75s.
Oh yeah.
We might have some vinyl. You never know. We'll have to copy on CD first, of course. But
maybe you might have an album at home that you think there's some great tracks on this, but then on radio you don't always hear all of the tracks from the album. So we might pick a few lesser known tracks.
Also, we've got loads of amusing,
hopefully, me.
quote unquote, jingles. And we're going to be doing a few sort of skits here and there, and we're hopefully going to have people coming in, guests and stuff. I can't say who we're got coming on Saturday because we haven't managed to confirm that they're coming in yet. But we're looking forward to it. There will be mistakes.
Yes,
and we shall glorify in them and learn from them, and it'll all be ripping good fun, don't you know?
So it sounds fabulous. I mean, obviously you guys, you're pretty well known in the local area. You've been around for a while. Not saying that you're old or anything.
Yes,
decrepit.
we're getting on now. To
25.
Be honest,
It's a millstone. I tell you.
Don't you mean a milestone?
That is what sorry, that was a slip of the tongue.
Wearing a millstone around his neck.
Yeah, that's right. It was a Freudian slip.
Peter, but let me take you back now, way back when.
Back in time.
All those years ago. How did Two to Go get together exactly?
The people of Mansfield could probably tell us this story. They probably heard it that many times.
Well, basically, it was a bit of a twee sort of singing around the piano thing that our families, our mums are best friends and have been for quite a long time, and they sort of made us sing around the piano. Come and sing around the piano, it'll be nice. And obviously we were quite embarrassed at first, but
just blossomed from there, really, didn't it?
That's how it started, just sort of round the piano, and it just moved on to gigging, because when we left school we thought we'd take a year out, and we managed to get a few gigs, and then we started the clubs, and it sort of went on from there. Would you like to speak?
What, me?
Yeah. I
think you've more or less said it all there. It just generally grew, really. There's a lot of stuff about our history on the website as well, if anyone's interested.
There you go. Well, and then obviously you got to the heady heights of some television channel, the X Factor. You were in the first series of this, yeah?
We were.
So you can say that you were trailblazers.
Yes, guinea pigs.
Yeah.
We've got back to guinea pigs again. Yeah, I mean it's always good to be involved with the first series because I think it's very often what people remember most, hopefully. But then again, the show did sort of expand for the second series, and there was things that perhaps done a little bit differently to how it was on our series, but that's progress.
Okay, well, I'll ask you this question now. Everybody asks you this question when you come in. This guy, what's his name? Paul O'Grady, what's he like?
Paul O'Grady?
Paul
he's
O'Grady.
great.
You thought I was going to say Simon Cowell then, didn't
We
you?
did.
I did, yes. Stop trying to do that impression. Yes, he's great, actually. He's got a dog called Buster, who's nice.
We met the famous Buster, didn't we?
The Paul O'Grady was we didn't actually speak to him much sort of before and after the show, but it was really nice to talk to.
We met Michael Ball that day as well.
Yeah.
Isn't he always sings, doesn't he? Hello there! They always singing all the time.
Yeah.
Sings when he speaks to people.
Yeah, a bit like Leslie Garrett. She burst into song spontaneously.
But
she wasn't there though.
That was one of the weird things that happened sort of during that whole X Factor period, was that we were trying to get Michael Ball's autograph. And while we were trying to do that, there was somebody up behind us trying to get ours, which was like just weird. But
the Michael Ball autograph was for my grandma, can I just point out? But he is great.
There you go. Well, Two to Go will be starting their new programme here on Mansfield 103.2 on Saturday morning from 7 o'clock. You've heard them here. You can read all about them on the website. I'm going to update that as soon as Stu gets back. I'm going to update it and ask them some questions and might even put this interview on.
Heavens.
Yeah. I feel a bit sorry for people tuning in to hear it again. Not you guys, me.
No. No, we were truly awful.
Do you like Elton John? Being a pianist and all that.
Yeah, I think he's a great songwriter. Well, he's a great tune writer anyway.
Well, we're going to play some Elton John after these messages. The time now is 18 minutes to 4.
Take time out to visit the area.
That was faded out quite abruptly. I apologise to Elton if he was listening in his home in Shirebrook. Okay, with me in the studio at the moment we have Pete and Emma from 2 to Go.
Rock on.
And we've kind of been announcing the fact that you guys are going to be starting on this radio station here in the centre of Mansfield on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, how's the preparations been going? How have you been preparing yourselves for what is, I have to say, the most exciting part of your life so far?
Absolutely.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Must stop saying absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to call it the Absolutely Show.
We are.
But we've been in a couple of times to practice, and we've also been sort of putting together a few things ourselves at home, and just, well, I must say I was quite I found it a bit daunting at first, but
We both did, didn't we?
But yeah, just talking. You know, I find talking very difficult, as you can hear by the fact that I've not stopped talking for the last half an hour. Oh.
It's all coming together, though. We think we're hopefully pretty confident it's going to be great fun and it'll go really well, hopefully.
Well, let's talk nerves here. You guys have performed in front of thousands of people, okay? You must have been a little bit nervy there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, are you going to be nervous when you're in the studio?
I think we're hoping that it's going to be quite a relaxed vibe between us, you know, just chit-chatty. But the scary bit's going to be when we're left in control of all the buttons.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a little bit of help to start with, but yeah, it's good. That's the scary bit.
Yes, I think there's going to be producers in.
Yeah.
They're going to look after you and make you tea and things like that.
Oh, lovely. You know, we want
tea.
champagne, don't you, and caviar and things like that.
Yeah, this question of a rider. This is something that I heard about.
Oh yes, we were going to discuss that.
Yes.
Perhaps off air, however. We don't want to look too, you know.
People might think we're serious.
Like we don't want to look too starish. But
No, a cup of tea will do us.
cup of tea.
Cup of tea.
Well, if you could sum it all up in a word, what would that word be, Pete?
Awesome.
Awesome. I thought you were going to say something else.
Awesome. Awesome, dude.
Funky.
Yeah, it will be that. I think I'm looking forward to the mistakes now in a sort of weird way, because I always think when other people make mistakes, it's really funny. So hopefully,
Life is one big learning curve, and we will learn from our mistakes and become better people.
she's getting all philosophical now.
Philosophical, love.
That's the word.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing you on Saturday morning. Thanks for coming in this afternoon. I'm sorry that
Thank
you've had to
you.
cope with
Pleasure.
me and not Stuart. And,
it's been lovely.
It's been great to have you here. Let's go. Well,
Come on, Posse.
2 to go on your radio this coming Saturday.
It's the Golden Hour at Mansfield 103.2 every morning on the mid-morning show, 9 o'clock right through till 10. 60s music to the noughties brings back all your favourite memories. So don't forget, join me, Norman Cox, on the mid-morning show here on your biggest and best station, Mansfield 103.2.